Once you get out of debt, you never want to go back into it. And as you already know, it's actually quite easy to fall back into bad habits. Through my getting out of debt journey, I was able to develop strict financial habits that I've compiled into my top 3 tips to staying debt free. In this video, I'll be going over my top 3 tips to keep yourself debt free. I will cover setting up a budgeting plan, tools you can use to better track your spending, and what you can do to keep your credit card interest as low as 0%. If you have any questions you want to ask, drop me them in the comments below. And be sure to like this video if it gives you any value, and follow me for more tips like this on YouTube. Number 1. Set up a budgeting plan. The first and best thing you can do for yourself is set up a budgeting plan. Not sure what that is? A budgeting plan is basically a guide of how much money you should spend in a given time period on things like rent or food. It's basically you saying you want to spend £300 on food for the month and sticking to it. Budgeting plans are very easy to set up. All you need is a spreadsheet tool like Google Sheets and some understanding of basic maths. If you find setting up a budgeting plan a bit too difficult, I've already taken the liberty to create a budgeting template which you can download in the comments below. It's the exact same template I used to get myself out of £14,000 worth of debt. If you haven't seen that video already, you can find out more about that journey right here. Not only will a budgeting plan help you spend within your means, but it forces you to build healthy financial habits. Once you set one up and stick to it for a few months, you'll begin to see that you're forming new habits of spending. No longer are you spending recklessly on nights out or feeling guilty for ordering late night meals on Uber Eats, because you understand just how much you can spend in those areas. That gives you freedom of mind and the ability to live your best life, within your budget of course. You essentially get to know your finances like the back of your hand for your budgeting plan. You know each month where money is going and what you will have left over. It's really refreshing to be able to know you can do things without financial restrictions because you have a budget. The confidence this comes with just changes how you feel and think about your money. You build a healthier financial relationship when you have a budgeting plan. Number 2, track your spending. Tracking your spending helps you keep on top of areas where you may be spending too much money. Clarity on this allows you to change your spending habits to stop bad ones. Doing this with traditional banks is a bit difficult as they're not yet up to speed on the categorizations of your transactions. Banking apps like MONZO or Money Dashboard allow you to do just that, and each of them have their use cases. They both can help you with your budgeting plan by hooking up into your actual banking transactions and suggesting a budgeting limit for you. But each has features that serve different purposes. Using Monzo, you can create pots. Pots are amazing. They're like mini bank accounts within your main account. It helps section off your spending so you have a clearer picture of where the money is coming and going out of your account. You can also do this by just creating another bank account. For example, I have one bank account for my house bills and another for my day-to-day spending. Though, I find myself using Monzo and its pots features a lot for everything now because it's all in one place. And creating a new bank account can take a bit longer. If you have one account, it's harder to limit your spending and you may use money that you are not supposed to. Pots or a separate bank account stops you from using money that's not part of that account's budget. There's an added level of restriction that keeps your spending in check, great for preventing yourself from going back into bad habits. With Monzo, you can automatically set your salary to split into these pots each time you get paid and have your bills paid directly from these pots also, keeping your budget and spending clean. Money Dashboard is quite similar to Monzo. They both allow you to set up a budgeting plan and categorize your transactions. But where Money Dashboard really excels in comparison to other banking apps is its historical and forecasting tools. Once you've set up your regular spending and income, the Money Dashboard Planner allows you to forecast your finances for up to 3 years into the future. You can also look at historical data of all your accounts too. It's so exciting to see where your money could be and educating to understanding your past spending habits. Hit the like button if this content is giving you value. All of that further pushes the idea of knowing your finances like the back of your hand. If you can see that in the past 3 years you spend a lot more money at Christmas, then you can budget for that by adjusting your spending to give you more money during Christmas time or tighten up your spending. That's true financial power. 3. Set up direct debits or standing orders to clear out your credit card usage. Even though you may be out of debt, it doesn't mean your credit usage stops completely. There are various benefits to keep using credit, such as improving your credit score, as I did to 999, and having access to funds that you can pay off later. The key here is that you stick to clearing what you've paid off in full, or as close to that as you can. Some credit accounts allow you up to 12 months 0% interest on your credit usage, allowing you to better manage your repayments. The trick here is to make sure you have a direct debit or standing order arranged to clear the credit you've used since the last bank statement. That way it's all automatic. There's no need to remind yourself, just let your bank accounts deal with it for you. Missing credit card payments reflects poorly on your credit score and can accumulate charges as it goes against the T's and C's of the credit account you are using. So be sure to review those and always have a direct debit / standing order set up. Even if it's not set up to clear all of what you've used since the last statement, you can set up to clear the minimum amount or any amount that you can put. It's always best to clear the minimum than to clear nothing at all, and setting a direct debit just puts this on autopilot for you. A handy trick is to review your credit card usages yearly. Most credit cards offer a 0% interest term for new accounts, and who says you have to keep the same credit card each year? Take advantage of the new account 0% interest offers. This is not something you have to do all the time, and I'm not saying you should keep opening a new credit account, but it's good to review what offers are currently out there, as you will never know when that will come in handy. The future is unpredictable. Hello, COVID-19. And having that space to not get charged when you're not able to pay that credit back can be a lifesaver. Don't forget though, always spend within your means, your budgeting plan. If you have a direct debit set up to clear what you've used each month, you will be perfectly fine. That wraps it up for my top 3 tips. Remember to have a budgeting plan, track your spending using banking apps like MONZO or Money Dashboard, and set up a direct debit / standing order to clear your credit card usages every month. Following these 3 tips should help you remain debt-free. While I was in £14,000 of debt, I was able to improve my Experian credit score to 999. You can find out exactly how I did that right here.